Today is the 2nd of July. That means for most European teams, pre-season starts round about now. This is a real crunch time. It's when coaches and management staff start making decisions. They've already made decisions last season about players for next season, but they're picking literally the final few players for the last roster spots on their team, the last squad slots on their team. What's happened over the course of these last 80 days or so is that we've tried lots of things. We went to Germany, we went to UK football trials, we did the LA Galaxy thing, we did the PFSA, and we even went to Leyton Orient and did that crazy thing. I tried reaching out to lots of people on LinkedIn, connecting to whoever I can. I've been successfully scouted. I've had people tell me, oh, they can do things for me. But there's nothing solid right now. And now we're coming into the last 15 days of the challenge or so, and man, like, there's nothing solid. So what do we do for the next 2 weeks? And it's simply becoming now or nothing. Especially over now, July and August. It's crucial moments coming up for all the work that we've done. Now, for me, I've got to make some really important decisions about the future. Decisions that are life-changing, very life-changing. It's hard enough being away from family in Australia. Still, I don't plan to go back there anytime soon, but I am in Switzerland right now, and my girlfriend is here. We've been together 4 years, so it's not easy as like, hey, what's up? I'm just gonna pack my bags, gonna leave, and bye. It doesn't work like that. We've had to have some really tough conversations over the last few days, few weeks about the future. She just signed a contract to work full time, so it's not like if I started playing somewhere in Europe or in England or whatever that like she can just pack up her bags and come with me. And not that I want her to do that anyway, because she's got her own life here too. So that's one thing that's going on in the background, but it is crunch time. It is July now. Now is the time to find a team. And now, over these last 80 days, we've got some leads, we've got some people that we know, we've built up a few connections. Whether that will lead to anything yet, okay? The scout, don't know yet. Dave, one of the guys you saw in the video, don't know yet. Will something happen from reaching out to people on LinkedIn? Don't know yet. Will Leyton Orient actually invite me? Don't know yet. I don't know. I don't know. And this is one of the hardest things about the challenge, but it's also one of the most exciting parts for you. So enjoy it, enjoy this. But it's very difficult on me, especially when there's a lot of pressure on me to succeed, and a lot of you viewers want me to succeed as well. Try my best now to figure that out. So if you guys have any connections, please put me in contact with them. But first things first, I gotta get myself back to the UK, and I gotta figure that out ASAP. Those are just my breakfast thoughts. Today doesn't look like the type of weather which makes you really excited for football, but it doesn't matter. We go. These kids be crazy, man. Running this playground. Alright, well, I got this little space here around me. It's gonna do okay. I'm gonna do a bit of an individual creative session today. As you guys know, in that last video that I talked about 3 things that I'm focusing on: strength, conditioning, and passing and receiving. Today is going to be a bit of passing, focus on passing technique, and going to focus a bit of finishing technique. All this passing, receiving stuff, it's all combined into this workout we're going to do. So let's get into it.
You know, I'm just walking back home now, but like, man, you know, through this journey, there are always thoughts and feelings that you go through. It's always 99% of the time, it's hard. Every day you got to manage your thoughts and your feelings and your emotions. You got to ask yourself, why am I doing this? Is it really worth doing this? Is it really worth taking on board all this stuff that I'm doing? Or is it just easier to go live an easier life, to go get a job, do whatever? And I was just listening to this podcast with Gary Vee and a house music DJ called Black Coffee. You might have heard of him. He recently did a project with Drake. That's how he's got one of his big breaks, and he's got more mention in the media recently. But what they were talking about is like, when you're in your teens and in your 20s, you have time. But not only time, right? You have like the opportunity to go out there and do things before you become, say, too old, or you have too much burden with family and other things that you got to do. I mean, just watch this snippet here. Watch this, because it's so valuable. A lot of you need to hear this.
Look, in my experience, I'd say jump. You know, the sooner you jump, the better, because you learn so much from trying and failing. If you don't try now, you might just try a little bit too late. You know, with growing up, I've learned that actually I've wasted so much time on trying to plan things that I don't even know. You know, so I go all in, and I'll get the experience as I get on with it, basically.
I couldn't agree more. There's so much more upside than downside in taking risk at a young age. It's just practical. It's practical to go high risk, high reward in your teens and 20s. It's just life practical. And I think the reason people don't is they love their parents or grandparents or somebody in their life that they don't want to disappoint by doing the thing that seems crazy to that elder. And you know, I don't want to sit on a pedestal and say, do that. But I understand what's stopping them. I just want to challenge people to recognize that regret is very scary. And what ends up happening is you're protecting your parents' feelings in your 20s by doing the thing you want them to do. But how it manifests is in a relationship in your 40s, 50s, and 60s with your parents that is less healthy, because you start blaming them for not taking those jumps. And so I feel like you can fight with your parents now or later, and I just think it works out much better in the upfront.
Oh, and if you like that part, check out these other snippets. Come back to this video every now and then, because this is just inspiring stuff. Words of motivation for every footballer out there, anyone chasing their dreams. Check it.
We live in a world where everyone is following. Everyone is following, and we wake up when it's too late. Someone goes the other way and they create Facebook. We're like, wow, why didn't we think of that? You know, I bet you Zuckerberg, when he first came with an idea, not if he had put it out there that he wanted to create such a thing, I don't think many people would have agreed with him. And that's how it is. You know, I just think find power in rejection. You know, use that power to fuel you to do even better.
Everything I've ever done in my life has started off with I'm an idiot and I'm a loser, and ended with I'm a genius and I'm a winner. And the only way you can actually do that is that you don't actually give a fuck about what anybody else is saying. Like, that's what it comes down to. You're either the kind of person that crumbles in other people's opinions about what you're up to, or you're the kind of person that stays in your own head in a fucking field with cows, or just in your own head in your bed, and realize I've got this and it's gonna taste so much. Like, I live for I fucking told you. I live for that. Like, I don't mind if people think that's like weird, and like it's the best feeling. I love looking at people's faces that didn't think. I hate hitting goals, which is why I try not to make them, other than buying. Like, I genuinely believe the day I buy the New York Jets is going to be a weird day for me.
I think
it's a downer, right?
The journey is more exciting. You know, not knowing what's going to happen for me is always exciting. You know, like waking up, not sure if it's going to work out or not, but try. You know, we keep moving forward, you know. And I mean, in all interviews for the past 5-6 years, I've been mentioning one name. And like, who do you want to collaborate with? I'm like, Drake. They like, but you're doing house music. I'm like, I also don't know how it's gonna happen, but that's what I want.